I do love rock and roll, but I won't put a dime in the jukebox, baby, because those don't exist anymore. Today, I am pretty excited about the Epiphone Joan Jett Olympic Special that I'm going to unbox. And of course, we'll do first impressions and a sound demo. Hey, it's Carl. Welcome back to the No Shred Zone. So this guitar, $299 brand new. Ridiculous deal. If you want to hear about deals, join the Patreon first because they get the deals first, and join Riff City email list if you want to hear them a little bit later. They might sell out. This one I think is still available as of the time I'm filming this. So in any case, what we're going to do, unbox it, see what it looks like, and talk a little bit about it and play it a little bit. And of course, if you want to see the full review that will be coming eventually, subscribe and all of that. But yeah, let's get to it. Let's unbox this box. I don't know if I can show that, but very, very poorly boxed. I'm gonna be honest. It's just flopping around in here. Now it does come with a gig bag, but you need to have some kind of neck protection, AltoMusic, because yeah, that's ridiculous. But anyway, really nice gig bag with Joan Jett's autograph. Now, if you don't like Joan Jett, I think you need to unsubscribe from the channel. Just kidding. Well, whatever. Runaways, amazing. Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, amazing. Saw her live a few years ago. She's still killing it. So in any case, yeah, let's take a look. First, let's see if there's any kind of case candy in here. A bunch of Joan Jett stickers. Let's take a look at what we got here. Girls Kick. Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. I Love Rock and Roll. A Joan Jett photo sticker. Fetish. Peace sign and bad reputation. Nice little touch there. And of course, you've got some Epiphone stickers. Don't see truss rod tool here. We'll see if it's in the case somewhere. I think this is called Aged White. And yeah, there it is. So the Joan Jett Epiphone, single pickup, one volume control, and this switch is just a kill switch. So yeah, very cool as far as that. Very, very light guitar. I'm gonna say, if this is more than 6 pounds, I'm gonna be shocked. So before we talk about this guitar, I wanna weigh it. 6.1 pounds, that was close. So I guess I'm shocked because it's more than 6 pounds. Although generally when you use one of these luggage scales, I do like to weigh it 3 times and take the average, but whatever, close enough. So anyway, 24 3/4 inch scale length, like a Les Paul SG, those types of guitars. It's got a different style Epiphone headstock. I'm not sure if it comes with, if this is a bone nut or a tusk nut or what. There are some imperfections on the nut. It's actually sticking out on this side and pushed in a little on the bass side. And there's also like a burr on it. So that, I mean, not a huge deal, but just not well installed as far as that. atypical for Epiphone. I've never been disappointed by an Epiphone out of the box, but let's check these frets. Let's see if there's any sharp frets. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a first. So these, the regular price on these, $500, I think $50, and my guess they're being discontinued or something like that, which is why they're so cheap right now. But and it is made in China. But yeah, we've got a lot of sharp frets. And so, like down here at the 16th, 17th, 16th and 17th are really, 16th is really bad. It's like catching on my skin really badly. And just throughout, yeah, there's just some slight burrs. I'll leave a link in the description on my videos on how to fix sharp frets with either super cheap files or a little bit more expensive but better files. Very easy to do, but you never really like to see that on an out-of-box experience. Again, my guess, these are being discontinued and they've been sitting for a year or two, and maybe that's the issue. But let's see, just take a look at the general frets. They're a little bit, I guess oxidized. So they'll, require a little bit of fret polish. Let's take a look at that kind of zebra pickup. I forgot what they call this. Oh, my pickup is, I don't know if that's even going to come across, but there's a little crack right there. So an imperfect out-of-box experience for Epiphone, and I don't know how much to blame the shipper, because again, you cannot put a guitar in a box flopping around even if it's in a case. That is so unacceptable. It needs some kind of protection for the neck to keep the neck generally stable. Because even just, even if the neck's not going to crack necessarily, but the tuners could break, things could easily break by getting flopped around in shipping. So double whammy there. Now let's talk more about this guitar. Really nice intonatable wraparound bridge. I don't know that any other guitar in this price range has one of these. So really cool to see that, because these kind of wraparound bridges are so much better to me than the kind that are not intonatable. But, somewhat, I guess that's personal preference. I don't know, whatever. So it is a set neck, so not a bolt-on. It's got the strap button back here, which maybe will have some neck dive because of that. But that never really bothered me on SGs. I know a lot of people do not like that at all. But in any case, this does, I will say, visually, I think this is a really sweet looking guitar. Out of box, obviously, again, not great, but a lot to like. The neck, it's like a semi-gloss, I guess, but it's very smooth. Very smooth neck. I don't know what the neck shape is. It's not like a baseball bat. It's kind of thin. And yeah, let's check, before we get into some sounds, let's check this, let's tune it up and just check the action. Low E at the 12th is 2.5 millimeters and high E at the 12th is 2 millimeters. So low E's a little high, easy enough to fix that. But yeah, that's what we've got. Oh, it's got a nice, so this what are they, the speed knob has like a rubber gasket rubber gasket, just a piece of rubber around it, nice and grippy. I think you could probably take it off, but in any case, oh, did want to say while I was tuning, the tuners feel really, really nice. They don't feel like the cheaper tuners you find on cheap guitars, but of course, this is technically not a cheap guitar because $300, of course, phenomenal deal, but the regular price is $550. So at that range, you're expecting a lot of good things. And if I had paid $550 for this, with this out-of-box experience, I would not be happy. At $300, I'm okay with it, but in any case, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna plug in, do some demos, and do some sounds with this, and then we'll go from there. Again, you want to see the full review of this guitar, subscribe, and like this video. Leave me a comment. Did you buy this guitar from the email, the Riff City email? Would love to know that. How was your unboxing experience with it? Would love to know that. Do you like Joan Jett? And there's only one correct answer, so let me know there as well. So yeah, let's hook up and record this thing. But that's not what this guitar is for. One bridge humbucker, no tone control. We're going metalish, right? Maybe I should tune first. Yeah, sounds, plays well, sounds great. It does have obviously the sharp frets that are annoying. They're not like gonna completely shred you, except right there. The 16th is really bad. But yeah, the top part's not as bad. Just the bottom, bunch of sharp frets. So, what to say? First impressions so far. I do like how it sounds. It has, so I tried to use to make it easier for me, but also just to be able to compare guitars to other guitars. I use generally the same presets when I'm doing a lot of these sound demos. So for example, like this one is called Classic Gold Face, and I use it often. For a lot of guitars, including guitars with humbuckers, it sounds a little brighter, whereas this one, it sounds a little darker to my ears. Whereas the thrash tone I use, it's called Thrash KG if you want to look it up in the positive grid tone cloud. Sounds kind of, to me, more typical. Maybe it is a little bit darker, but I would say more typical of like a hot humbucker. Anyway, so this guitar, positives. It feels nice. It's like light. I get. Obviously, this is targeted. Let's be honest, towards women. I don't have the. That doesn't bother me. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, so it is lighter. The neck, you know, is kind of smaller, comfortable. Those are the positives. The only real negative for me is the fact that those sharp frets are messed up, and the nut, although it's, you know, so far it's not binding when I was tuning, but not installed very well. Fixable, but annoying, because if it's glued in, which generally they are, you need to kind of pop it out and reinstall it. Neither here nor there, or I guess maybe it is, but yeah, it sounds good. It sounds nice. Obviously, you don't have as much, without a tone knob, without any other pickups, you have more limited tonal capacities for this. But this is a rock guitar, so you keep it distorted, and that's how you know, that's kind of, I think, the aim there. Sounds good clean though. Anyway, Joan Jett Olympic Special. Subscribe for the review. Join the Patreon. Thanks to Patreon members for making videos like this possible. These unsponsored, unbiased videos, which are very expensive to make. Appreciate y'all. Whether you're on Patreon, whether you just make comments, whether you don't even comment but watch. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.